Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've got all of my Louis Vuitton out today. I'm going to share with you my entire LV collection. Yes, this is it. I've got 12 pieces, and then I have a bonus that I'm going to share with you a little later. And I will also talk about the items that I purchased but have since let go and why. So if you're seeing anything that's missing, you'll know why. All right, so in no particular order, I'm going to start with the big one back here. You guys will be familiar if you've been on my channel before. This bag I use exclusively for short trips, for travel. This is the Speedy Bandolier in the 35 size. You're getting a real close up here in the beautiful classic damier ébène and the treated brown leather. And here's the strap. And this one is a made in France. Don't know if you can see that. For those of us who are particular about where our Louis Vuitton items are made, I'll share with you where each one of these is made. So let me open it up, and voila, I keep it stuffed with some air paper and my matching red ZOOMONI organizer insert. Some of you asked in my recent LV videos how I keep my Speedy looking so good and the shape intact and all of that. It is because I store it with the organizer insert. I actually don't fold it up like a pancake. We all know that the LV Speedies come from the boutique, folded up like a pancake in their little dust bags inside the boxes. So I immediately take it out, and this way the creases on the sides have come out nicely. And this is one of those bags that I don't actually store in the dust bag. I keep it just like this because it's quite big, and I place it right in the center of my shelves inside my closet. So if you're wondering also why I'm not opting for anything larger, maybe the 40 size or even like the key ball, it's because I cannot bear the weight of a larger bag filled to the brim hanging on my arm or on my shoulder. This is pretty much the maximum that I can withstand if I'm walking like through the airport or walking a few blocks, if I'm going somewhere close by to a hotel. So nothing bigger is going to work. Anything bigger would have to be like a rolling suitcase for me. All right, let's move on to the little sister here. If you guys watched my recent video, I picked this up in London, and I gushed about it, and I gushed about how much money I was able to save by purchasing it in London. So definitely catch that video if you happen to be traveling to the UK anytime soon, or traveling to Europe in general, because I do some interesting calculations on the pricing and how much you can save. So this is the Speedy Bandolier 25 size. Again, classic damier ébène, looks pretty much identical, just the smaller version, and this too is made in France. And this, because it's newer, as you can see, the creases are still there, although they've worked themselves out quite a bit. It's not too noticeable, but this too I'm storing just like this. And I have a pink organizer insert, again from ZOOMONI, and the strap is in here. So this too, I won't be folding up. Now, the beauty of the Speedies is that you can fold them up for ease of storage. You can save space, and especially if you want to take this for travels, you can smush it down and put it in your suitcase, and it's just really easy, no fuss. So there is that benefit. This I'm using as a daily grab and go for bad weather days in particular, wet weather, rain, snow, because it's just such a workhorse. It's so durable, no vachetta leather. There's nothing to worry about, really wipeable. And like I said, the 35 I'm really reserving for more like mini trips and short travel. All right. Since this guy keeps falling over, I'm going to show you this one. So this is the Toiletry Pouch in the 26 size, and this is the original. I know that they've since updated it. I've done videos showing the updated version, the pricing, the chain, the little one that it comes with, but this is the original. I don't believe it's available anymore. This one here, I've had for a while. It's made in Spain. It's interesting because you guys know, if you've been here, that I do have a preference for that made in France stamp. It's just this sort of illogical, emotional thing with LV because they're a French house. I do prefer it. But I ordered one of these and it was made in France and it was not well made, so I actually returned it. And so when I got this, and it's really nicely made in Spain, I thought I'd rather have a high quality, well-made piece versus fussing over the stamp. So I kept this. And then I ordered another one for my mom because she loved the look of this. Just so simple, right? Very much the beloved late Princess Diana, snapped with this under her arm coming off of a yacht, I believe. wipeable interior. If you're looking on the pre-loved market for this original version, then you're going to save a lot of money because the newer version, they added bells and whistles and the price is definitely much more. But yeah, this old version has the wipeable interior. So when we travel, I put like my sunblock and all kinds of gooky stuff in here, and I don't have to worry about the liquids because even if they do spill, I can wipe them out. I usually bring this to the poolside or to the beach when we're traveling, and I'll use it as a casual clutch. In a recent video, I talked about using an insert and some chains and dressing it up to make it a little bit more fun, so you can do that as well. All right. Now this one here, I have talked about so much. This is my Pochette Accessoires, and the price has gone up astronomically on this piece in particular. This has seen probably the highest, most aggressive price increases in the last couple of years, but it is still such a great piece in my opinion. So versatile. It's so simple, so simply constructed, but I don't know if it's the shape, the size. It's so easy. It fits all your essentials and has room for a little extra. This is what it looks like on the inside. Actually, it comes with a short matching vachetta leather strap, which I never ever use. It's still in the box somewhere in my closet. And it's got the chestnut brown kind of cottony type of lining. The newer versions have this one slit pocket. The older versions don't have this pocket. I find this to be really handy, believe it or not. This one little addition of a pocket. You can slip your cards, cash, your card holder, Metro card. It's much easier to have it separate. And like I said, a lot fits in here. I've done so many videos. This did not come with it. This is just a gold chain. I actually use this interchangeably with gold chains, with cotton straps. So many different. That's why I say it's so versatile. If you're interested in straps and chains and accessories, I am a big fan of Dress Up Your Purse. You guys know that. I'm also a fan of Organize My Bag, and I am a fan of NextFashion. They're based in Canada for my Canadian subbies. I have promo codes for, I believe, all three down below, and I put them in my description box. So if you ever shop, you can save some money. All right. This one here is my cosmetic pouch in the PM size. I use this daily. It's empty at the moment. Well, not completely empty. Let me just take this stuff out. It's fairly empty because I moved a lot of my stuff into the Dior beauty pouch that I got recently with the Dior gift set. You guys will know what I'm talking about. It's this beautiful blue velvet. I don't have it in front of me. It's the exact same size and silhouette. I believe the gift sets are still available, so I'll try to link them down below if I can remember. You can grab one. But this is what it looks like, just really beautiful. It's got like this very old school kind of vintagey vibe. Like if you think of a cosmetic pouch that would be sitting on your mom's vanity from years ago. I don't know. It's the silhouette. It's the half moon. It's the pinching. It's this little diamond tab. It's the curvature. It's just so balanced. It's all, I don't know. It works. It works. So it's a little dirty at the moment because some of my eyebrow pencil got on it, the brush. But this is easily wipeable because it has that, again, wipeable interior. Oh my gosh. I haven't cleaned this in a while. And it has this little slip pocket. So yeah, this one is made in France. Did I show you this one already? I think so. Yeah, made in France. Okay. This one is really great if you use minimal makeup and you don't need a lot. Sometimes if I'm bringing extra makeup with me as I'm traveling, I'll do two little pouches, this and something else. But generally for my day-to-day, this works perfectly fine because I don't have a lot of makeup. I don't use that much. All right. Let's bounce around here. This one I have to show you. This one's also empty because I moved my belongings to my collab piece that I did with Dress Up Your Purse in that beautiful rose violet color and leather. But this one is the mini pochette in the Damier Ebene. I mean, this is like, for me, the Damier Ebene, I don't know, it has just such a different vibe from the monogram. I actually do have the monogram version of this that I'm saving for my daughter. I figured with the price increases, just grab it while you can, right? So this is what it looks like. Pop of red on the Damier Ebene version, and the monogram version will have the matching chestnut brown, and then the Damier Azur version will have that rose ballerine pink inside. Very simple construction. I think for those of us who are into like sensory and ASMR and tactile stuff, this chain, the way it moves and rattles and makes that sound effect something about it, you guys. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But this is what it looks like. It has the little chain. It is removable on one side only, not on the other. So it looks like so, but you can hook this right onto here if you want to use it as a wristlet. I think a lot of us wish that you can remove it completely so that this would be a little bit more versatile, sort of like the Pochette Accessoires, and then you could add different chains and straps, but it is what it is. But definitely check out my collab. I know everything's sold out right now, but we are restocking. Melody, who's the owner of Dress Up Your Purse, she said she is creating a whole new batch for all of you who are on the wait list. And on that version, the chain is completely removable on both sides. So let me put that back. And then I'm going to show you. I can be really, really OCD and try to like put all the Dami Ibn together and then all the monogram together, but I won't do that. I won't go crazy here. This is the SLG that I use every single day. It's got my keys in here. It's the key pouch. It's so simple. That's it. Made in France. I got one that was really stinky and smelly. It smelled like chemicals. I returned it and I finally got this one. And I've had this for a few years now and it's just such a workhorse. There is absolutely no wear and tear visible and literally this thing is thrown around, dropped, kicked. I mean, seriously, like my kids grab it. I throw it into every bag. I do not baby this thing at all. I feel like in 10, 20 years, it's going to look identical to what it looks like now. It's a great piece because you can use it for your keys, but you can also put in cards and cash. So it actually fits more than you would expect considering how little it is. This one here is my only Christmas animation piece and will only be my Christmas animation piece forever. This is special because it's the 2019 version. It has Vivian on a gondola in Venice. This is the year I took my daughter to Venice, so it kind of reminds me of those memories. And a lot of you actually said to be careful about the Christmas animation. Not a lot of you, but a few of you said at the time to be careful because all of this beautiful painting will eventually chip off. And I have to say, it has been now 3 years and nothing has chipped off. It looks brand spanking new. And this too is thrown around in all of my bags. It has my Apple earbuds because I like the old school wired ones and I don't want them to get tangled with everything else. So I put them separately. Beautiful, beautiful pop of blue made in France right there. This thing has held up so, so well. Okay, this is my only pair of sunglasses from Louis Vuitton. Very flat. I know some of you were like, wow, that's so cool. It is cool. These are the Charlotte sunglasses opening like this. Bam, bam, bam. So it is really easy to store in your bags, even like the thinnest, smallest of bags or right on top of the mini bags. It fits because it is just so compact, not to mention beautiful. The legs have the monogram canvas wrapping and then a little bit of that pop of gold. And then this is what it looks like from the front. It's got kind of like that, what is that called? Like front, but it's ombre and then it's got the tortoise shell. What it looks like. And I don't know if they still sell these, but I know many of you went out and looked for the Charlotte glasses and bought them after I first featured these like a couple years ago. These are my favorites. So let's go on to this one here. I think you guys know what's in here. Dun, 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 dun. This is like my only leather piece from Louis Vuitton and I adore it. So this was a seasonal piece, no longer available. It was out for like a hot second and then they pulled it. I mean, that's it. So a lot of people were left disappointed because so many of you I know were interested in this bag. This is the Speedy BB size, which is very similar to the Speedy 20 size. Maybe like a centimeter smaller or something. And it's in lambskin. And it's really soft and it's got this really subtly embossed monogram. It's got a luggage tag that's removable and black treated leather handles. Zipper opens like so. I do have a black custom made ZOOMONI organizer in here, which keeps it really nicely structured because I didn't want it to start caving in, which it will do because it's soft lambskin. This is what got me. This beautiful, beautiful braided chain. It's like braided, but three-dimensional, you can see here. And I know they started using these on some of the other bags. I just think it works so well with this. I know that a few of you were able to find this later on the pre-loved market in really good condition, but I think there aren't that many. Whoever has these are happy, like I'm happy, and so they're not showing up on the pre-loved market as much. So, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous. Yeah, it's small, but my hands go in and out easily, doesn't scrape. The only thing I will say is that the handles sometimes indent a bit into the soft lambskin, but otherwise, oh my gosh. I haven't used this bag in a little while, so happy to pull her out and play with her, and I'll definitely be using her soon. Oh my gosh, I went back to using female pronouns for my bags. And this, of course, you know. Ba-bam! Pochette Matisse, my very first Louis Vuitton bag ever. I have said time and time again that I was really not a big fan of Louis Vuitton. I know, look what happened. But I wasn't, and I was that person that was like, I don't understand what's so great about Louis Vuitton. Everything's so brown. It was this bag that converted me. As soon as I saw this bag, I had to have it, and then the rest is history. I learned the value of canvas and how amazingly durable and easy it is. I have grown to love the brown aesthetics. It's like a really nice neutral, goes with everything. And this silhouette of the Pochette Matisse is just perfect. Back pocket, flap. Here's what it looks like. All the compartments. Beautiful matching monogram strap. So well organized. I don't think you can see that. It's not focusing. But it is made in France. Oh, I forgot to mention, this one is made in Italy. Look at this, so soft, micro fiber. You don't have to use this bag, by the way, with this strap. You can use it with others. I've played around with this, and it gets really fun, actually. Like if you get bored of a bag that you once loved, try playing around with it, just changing up one little thing, like even the length of the strap. You can use this strap and make it shorter or longer, play with it. Add a thick cotton band strap. I've done that. Maybe add a chain if you're into that look too, or put a twilly. Some people put a twilly up here. I prefer the look clean like this without a twilly, but you can fall back in love with a bag that you've had for a few years just by getting a little bit creative. So, I missed this. Oh my gosh, I was hiding. How could I forget? This one here, I did a video on this recently, comparing it with the Toiletry Pouch 26. So Kirigami, yeah, this is the only one where it comes as a set. Everything else is individual pieces. So, pink, beauty, right? Made in France, red, and I guess you'd call this like fuchsia. Beautiful, right? So I've been using this like all the time for cards and cash, but I took everything out and set it up like this so I can show you how it looks when it comes. It's a set of 3, they're nesting, and they're all made like origami. They're just folded. One piece of canvas, and then another piece of canvas, you can see, goes all the way around. And this one fits passports perfectly. I've shown it before, like 4, maybe up to 5 passports, easy. It's great. And then this one I hear fits an iPad mini beautifully. I don't own an iPad mini. Some of you use this just as a big catch-all in your totes. Some of you use it as a bag. I showed that in my last video with some chains that you can play around with. Shoulder bag, crossbody bag. Some of you just put a chain on it to embellish it and use it as a clutch, or just like this as a clutch. So there could be multiple uses. To be honest, out of all of my LV pieces, this large Kirigami is the one that I have not figured out if it's functional for me. Also, the medium size is totally perfect, as I said, for passports, but because I have a vachetta leather one, same exact style, size, silhouette from Dress Up Your Purse that I have just grown accustomed to using for our travel, for our passports, I just haven't used this. So it's only the mini one that I've been really using. So that's kind of a shame. I have to figure something out about that. But yeah, look. Okay. Then I mentioned a little bit of a bonus. This is not an item that I purchased, but I wanted to just show you as an idea. I do use these littler boxes for storage on things like this, like perfume samples that I get from my Louis Vuitton SA. And I have to say, I don't have a signature scent from Louis Vuitton. I don't have a full-size bottle that I've committed to, but almost all of the scents from Louis Vuitton, they smell really, really good. They smell really good. They're all different and unique and fresh and nice. Just want to show you, you don't have to buy the full-size bottle. If you do shop regularly with any brand, you can ask your sales associate for some samples, and they're usually very happy to share them. So yeah, okay. And then I will talk about the pieces that I once had, even if it was for a second, and have let go. So there are 3 bags, or no, I should say 3 items that I owned and I sold them. First is the Speedy 25, not the bandolier, the classic Speedy 25 in monogram. I bought it from Fashion File. Discovered that while I love the look of it, it wasn't for me, my lifestyle. I prefer having a strap. I also prefer the Speedy Damier Ebene look on me in the canvas for some reason. So it's just something I've had to figure out along the way. I sold the Speedy 25 to my subby, and she was very, very happy, very happy. Then I had the Toiletry Pouch 19, so the 19 size. And it's interesting because many people say that the 19 size is the most versatile. It was like the Goldilocks size of all 3, because there's the 26, the 19, and then the little one, which is the 15, that is a little bit closer to the mini pochette size. But I couldn't really find use for the 19 other than just as like a tiny clutch grab and go when I go run errands. And I didn't feel like I needed it, so I used it a few times. And anyway, I sold it in a vlog sale. And then like a week later, there was a massive Louis Vuitton price increase. And some of you asked me like, oh, do you regret selling it for the price that you sold it at? And no, I didn't regret it because I knew that my buyer was really, really happy. I was happy to let it go. It was about letting go and decluttering. So I also had the Palm Springs Mini. I realized I'm just not a backpack person. I'm just not a mini Louis Vuitton backpack person. And it didn't lay right on me. And it was so cute, so cute, but it didn't feel right on me, so I sold that too. So those 3 I sold. Then there are items that I returned. So I had the Felici Strap and Go, which I feel like nobody talks about anymore. And it was love at first sight. I thought it was so stinking cute. My sales associate warned me and was kind of like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, it's so cute. I have to have it. And I bought it on the spot. She probably knows me better than I know myself because I went home, filmed a video, and then like 24 hours later, I was like, I don't know about this. And then I had to update all of you. I did update all of you at the time. And I was like, I don't think I can keep this. So that was a major mistake / regret. But I was fortunately able to return it very quickly, like I think a day or 2 later. And my sales associate was not surprised. She was like, I told you. So that didn't work. And then actually, my sales associate also found me the Pochette Accessoires. She knows I love this so much, in the Damier Azur. I think it was like last summer or 2 summers ago. And because it's summertime, I thought, yes, it's a lighter color. It's just so fresh. And I wanted it. So she sent it to me. I didn't look at it at the store. She just sent it to me. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, I don't know. Like sometimes when you see it in person and you feel it, even if you've seen it a bajillion times before, it's that first time that you get it and feel it and see it, you get that, like, whatever that feeling is. And the feeling was not excitement. It was like, meh. And then I thought, because it's the same exact one as this, just a different print, I know since I love this so much, I will gravitate towards this probably always. And I would ignore the Damier Azur most of the time, which then I felt kind of bad. Like, well, why am I getting it then? So that I took it back that same week, and that was that. So I didn't even show it, I don't think. No, I didn't show it here on my channel because I made the decision so quickly. Sometimes I will show something and then decide after, like, or I will show something if I'm undecided, like, guys, what do you think? Help me. In that case, I knew as soon as I opened it, so I didn't bother unboxing it on my channel. I just told my SA, like, I'm bringing it back. And then, so those 2 I returned. By the way, I am not including items that had quality issues or defects that I returned because, to be fair, those are not items that I returned because I didn't like them. or because I changed my mind. They are items that I had to return because they were not up to par. So I'm not going to include a couple of Speedies that I had to return because they smelt bad. They had wonky zipper. They had like white powdery material rubbed against it that wouldn't come off. Like I've had some serious quality issues that have all gone back because I don't like to settle. So I'm not including those because that would take a whole nother video. There was a Louis Vuitton scarf that was gifted to me. I wore it once or twice and I realized monogram on my body as clothing is not my style. I think if you know me, if you guys follow me on Instagram in particular and you see the way I dress very neutral, very simple, very understated. And the monogram scarf just felt a little too loud for me, so I let that go. And then I was also gifted the Louis Vuitton card holder. It was beautiful, but I found it to be rather stiff because it's that canvas material versus pliable leather. And I didn't use it at all because each time I tried to put my cards in, my fingernail, like the cuticle area, would get hit by, I don't know, I was probably being clumsy, but like it would hurt because it would push back on my cuticle because the canvas was so stiff. And I'm like, okay, I have other card holders. I don't need to be greedy and hoard this one. I did have a hard time with that because again, that was a gift, but I believe that whether you receive it as a gift or you buy it for yourself, if it's not working for you, then let it go and make space for other things. So I did let that go. And yeah, that's it. That is it. If I don't include the items that had quality issues that had to go back, those are the items that I received or I bought thinking like, yay, but didn't work out. But for the most part, as you can see, I've kept 12 pieces, so I've kept most. But that is it. There's a lot of background noise coming in the back, so I'm going to cut this video now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.